Settings are being updated. Video transmission has started. We're good to go. Sweet! Let's go.
Farmer's tan.
Actually, the lighting's fine.
No, it's good for a hot tub at night.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, it's like more than.
Can it hear us? Can they hear us?
We'll see.
Can you hear us, everyone?
Because that's like what, 18 away, 19 away?
Yeah.
Can you hear us okay?
I can see you okay on this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can hear you.
Can you see my sick farmer's tan?
I know. I'm trying to flex. See if I got
You can
anything.
see the
Yeah, I got
sunburn,
anything.
Ken.
Oh please. I'm one of the Asians that gets dark, not one of the Barousse.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, I'm right there. Oh,
Wow.
Dibs
Wow.
on
Myself.
dibs
Hello.
on now. You put a full shirt on.
Completely forgot this was on.
I like being able to see us as we in like chat.
I
and
know.
stuff.
I like that too.
Can we prop it on something?
Behind my camera.
not at all.
Or behind my laptop, yeah.
Can we prop the computer on something so we can?
Can you just put it right here? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's 100% fine.
Oh,
Put it-
okay.
Put it in the hot tub. It's waterproof, Matt. It's a mat.
Yes. People are saying stuff. Yeah, we need it like that height.
Yeah.
Well, how do we do that?
We get a chair on a chair.
I'll be all right.
Exactly. So I said, how do you try to
Oh, what up, man? Is that what's happening?
Hey, don't fuck with my knitting. Damn it.
These rocks hurt.
In theory, we could move the camera closer.
That actually might be in the shot.
people on.
That might be in the shot. Put it on top of the backpack.
Data nerds. Yeah, here, just put his backpack down.
Damn it.
Yo, we got this guilt comment already.
For Alex for
Let's go. I get that a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Stack this one.
I get that a lot.
Oh yeah, please.
Wait, so this is being
I don't know whose this is. But
After 3 kids, man, that's all I get anymore.
Seattle data guy helping us out. Ooh, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, we
Should've-
just lost
Oh
it.
no.
oh shit.
Oh shoot.
It was too hot for camera.
Oh.
Is that what happened? It did shut off?
It disconnected. It probably like it's a loose connection.
Which one is?
It's
There we go.
Oh no,
Oh,
we're
okay,
back.
good. Oh,
We're
we're
back.
good. Oh, we're good to go, we're
We're
good to go.
back. We're back.
Yeah,
We're back.
Don't touch
Oh
anything.
no, we
don't
lost
touch
it. We lost it.
It's been touched.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, came out.
What?
Here it is. We get a little bit closer.
Alex is best. Alex is best. I don't know what that means, but I love it.
Yeah, someone said Alex is best.
Heck yeah. I don't know what that means, but I love it.
I think it's probably at the camera. It's a microphone.
Was it at the camera?
Yeah. Here, when you touched it last time, we're.
Yeah, it'll come back in a second, hopefully.
Good.
It's you see how it's hanging off there? Like that's why it's not connecting. Like it has to be like
Like on the edge.
it needs to be on like some kind of
Support?
yeah. Okay.
Like that?
Memento.
You're gonna put your phone there.
That's one.
That's causing me extreme anxiety.
People on the other side of this, like, what kind of shit show is going on here?
This is our lives.
This is a hot tub stream version 1.
Okay.
Like, what? I guess we could do another one tomorrow, in theory.
All right.
I just want to be part of it. You have to crop me out like an X over my face.
I'm feeling left out of the cat party.
It's just a big one, man. It's like the most painful spots.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, we got it.
Got it.
We're live.
Yeah. Okay. No one touch anything.
Don't look at the camera.
Oh yeah.
Don't even breathe.
Ah. Ow, this is yeah, right? I don't know why they did it like this.
Shit. Oh, can we cuss it live?
No.
Yeah?
Oh.
Demonetized.
What's awful? Forest Night, what do you say?
Oh no, Forrest is on here. Uh-oh.
I can't see that far.
Watch out in the comment section.
They need like the old.
Why are we all leaning in like this? Look at this. This is like.
Maybe we should just bring it up on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all like leaning into the camera like, oh hello.
Luke, you're not even in the stream.
Sorry, guys, I'm coming.
Okay,
Can they hear
so
us
we're good to
okay?
go. Whatever questions you guys have, let us know, and we'll answer them while we're in the hot tub.
Can they hear us okay?
Let's see. I just said that, so let's see if that was heard by them.
It's still on the black. It hasn't even fixed it on the live yet.
We're back.
Mickey's just here with the saucy comments. I think my Apple Watch is waterproof.
I think my phone's waterproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waterproof.
Yeah. You guys are as waterproof as.
All right, comments.
Sean, if you want the bright data thing to be in the shot, you have to move it.
Yeah, was there like a lot of like?
If you don't care, then you don't care.
I'm the only one that cares.
I have obligations.
How long have you been sitting in the hot tub? We've been sitting in the hot tub for precisely 5 minutes. Like, it took forever to get this. That's our sponsor, by the way, so we gotta have him in here.
That's funny.
Okay.
Can we tilt that
Number one data
camera?
platform.
All right, Forrest.
Don't even touch the camera.
Don't
I gotta
touch
ask
that
now.
camera.
Come over here.
Can I have a drink of some kind?
Yeah. What you need?
Anything works.
What's happening?
Oh, can I have an ale?
An ale?
Yeah.
Is that the same can?
No,
No.
this is gone.
Can I have a Shirley Temple?
Yo, hey, a girl who's not Mickey walking us.
Why is that exciting?
Bro, we never walk on live streams. My God, have you seen us?
Where is the dog?
They're so big.
Mickey, you're right here.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
That's actually like
That's really good.
pretty good. I usually get like 10%.
Even like female creators.
Oh,
are
okay.
doing that, like in this niche.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody about this.
So
What's
what's
the transition?
So are we? Is this just a full Q&A? Is that all we're doing?
Yeah.
Are there any questions and can they hear us?
Yes.
They can hear us, yeah.
Do you think there's an age limit to change careers to data analyst?
Yes.
No.
Oh wait. I'm like directly covering Ken's head.
Oh.
And it's 100.
No, like legit. I've talked in depth about this, and I'm like, listen, if you're at the age where,
Wait, do you mind speaking towards the shot?
oh yeah, okay. So I think there is an age where you should not be trying to transition to data analytics. That is like, there's not a hard set number, but if you're over the age of like 70 and you're considering retiring, like, and you're like, you know what, maybe I'll go into analytics, I would really suggest you just think about it long and hard. Like, how long do you have on Earth, and how long do you have like to genuinely like how long do you genuinely have to continue to work and like cognitively do well? Because after a certain age, like, I get it, you want to keep doing stuff and keep learning.
So
I just don't think
What do you
it
want?
makes
Big
a
one.
lot of sense. So
This is
mine
two.
is like after
Oh,
age
okay.
70 or so.
Then this one.
Ish. Again, it can change. Every person is different. After that age, though, you should like really think long and hard by that.
All right. So a summary of Alex's position is, actually, honestly, like,
If you're a
ask
senior
yourself.
citizen, maybe not the best
You're getting the
idea.
senior citizen discount.
Well, but an honest answer, right? Because like I do have people on my channel that are like approaching 50 or like in their early 50s. They want
That's not too old.
That's not too old. Like I think I want to make sure that everyone's aware that that's like this is a career you can transition to quite later on in your life too if you want to. But anyone else got anything else? Position-wise on that?
No, I mean, I say even if you're that old, like, screw it.
I say it's never too late to pursue your dreams.
To be
Data
honest, yeah.
analyst-
But what are the chances you'll actually get a job at 70 with just getting into data analytics?
Oh, I'm just going off my
Hopefully you're
YouTube.
not trying to like
Yeah.
pursue a career and like you're doing it because you
Oh,
enjoy it.
there's no age to have fun and do it.
Yeah.
There is an age to get it, to make a career of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, go, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, next question, guys.
All right.
Okay, so how many of you changed careers into data analytics or science? So basically, your first adult job was something else, and then you switched careers. So
Oh,
All right, what's up?
That was wet.
Yeah, that was a splash. I'm gonna
Okay.
go.
Then
So-
a goose in a rainstorm.
I'm gonna do the roundabout, and then we'll see what it was. So first adult job,
first adult job, I was in the United States Navy.
and then you became a data analyst afterwards, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Something like that.
First adult job.
I was a data science engineer.
All right. There
Yeah.
we go. First adult job.
I was a management consultant.
Management
Nerd.
consultant. Nice.
Nerd.
Doesn't he look like one? That's why he has the hair and everything.
Yeah, the hair.
Nice
is-
hair.
the
Ken
hair-
G has
yeah.
management written all over.
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Look at
He
him.
managed
Don't
this
know
entire
what
trip.
I'm talking about, but can talk good. Written all over you.
Heck yeah.
First adult job.
I was a therapist at a behavioral health hospital.
All right. So every single and then first adult job. I mean, my first adult job was data analytics. Yeah. So me and Zach did not transition into this, but everyone else did. All right. Next question.
Mickey is oh, she is roasting us.
Oh, yeah.
What are you saying?
And Mickey is right there
Hey,
off screen.
No, but Kadisha called you out. Kadisha called you out. She said you could fix the gender ratio, kind of.
Yeah.
No, see, this needs to accurately represent the tech gender ratio.
Yeah.
We need
Wow.
we need at least one.
We need
Need
4
one.
dudes and 1 girl.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
4 more dudes and 1 girl.
Girls. It's like
All in this hot tub. 80-20.
At least come over here and at least stand over here.
Oh, okay. Here's a go. 40 people watching 5 half-naked men was not something I was prepared for.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so what are the key skills for junior data analysis? Oh wait, no. Why not? Okay. Everyone name one skill that a entry-level data analyst would expect them to either be learning or to have.
Sequel.
SQL.
Sequel.
like basic Python.
Okay, basic Python.
What about Excel,
Oh,
dude?
analyst.
Excel
Excel.
more than
Dashboard
SQL,
building.
dude, for sure.
Dashboarding.
Tableau.
Tableau.
Yeah.
So I got into data analytics. I didn't learn SQL a year and a half into my career, basically. So I recommend Tableau
React.
first. Yeah. If you don't know TypeScript, what are you doing?
It's like Pulsar.
Next.js.
Next is amazing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
coding Next.js today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
In your opinion, what is the number of years of experience you can have before you have more than a one-page resume?
30. No, 100. 100.
Well, it depends. If you're like in academia, right, you may have a lot, but like a normal person, it's gonna be 10, 15 years.
Nice.
I don't think you ever, like, in this domain,
Yeah.
I don't think you should ever have more than
Yeah.
a one-page resume.
Yeah.
If you're doing research, that's different
Mhm.
because you have to talk about all of your different, like, published research and all those types of things. But no one I know is important enough to have.
And nobody has the attention span to look at anything more than one page.
One question. Okay, so Zach,
Yeah.
I would assume has transitioned the most jobs of anyone here, at least in the
Yeah.
recent past.
Oh yeah, for
How
sure.
long is your resume?
One page. Yeah. I mean, now it's like I only ever include like the last like 5 years, anyways. So it's like, who
Okay.
cares what I was doing 7 years ago?
I was in the
dude,
Boy
right?
Scouts.
I was in the Boy Scouts. I worked at Walmart.
I made a bridge.
Oh yeah, like I mean,
I did.
yeah, for sure. Like,
I was head of the anime club.
yeah, generally the way I do it is like I have like for my most recent role I'll have like 3 bullets, and then like for the one before that 2 bullets, and then 1 bullet for like the previous 3rd and 4th, right? And yeah, just really you don't need that much on this stuff. You just want to focus on the highlights, right? Like don't give them all of it. It doesn't matter as much.
Alice, you got a different position?
Then, like how many pages on a resume?
What years of experience can you have more than one page on a resume?
Okay, so I think the higher you go, the shorter it should be. I think actually if you're just starting out and you're putting projects on there and you're putting all your skills on there and whatnot, you maybe do 2 pages. But I still am firmly like I really think you should try to do 1, but maybe like the earlier on because you're trying to prove that you can do it. You do 2 pages, but yeah, 1 page for sure.
I think always on page. If you want to show more, have a portfolio. Right? Have
Yeah,
have
that's
a
why having your own
portfolio.
website is
Exactly.
amazing.
Having
Your
your
own
website's
website.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though no one visits mine.
Yeah. Aw. I'll visit your
I'll
website.
visit your
I'm sorry.
website.
Like,
Really?
yeah. I've been there.
Portfolio?
Yeah.
What's Ken doing on
Ken doing?
kennethg.com?
Okay, so the next question is, if we were all to duke it out in the hot tub, who would win? Well, this is my live stream, so I can edit it to where I win. But
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
oh, okay. That's Luke's way of saying he'd dominate all of us.
Yeah, I think.
I think if
He's
we
like,
were forced to do it, Luke would probably
Yeah,
take
Luke,
it.
Luke
Yeah.
could probably take the dub here. Yeah.
Wait, you did jiu-jitsu though.
If
Like,
it wasn't
Yeah,
life or
yeah,
death,
yeah.
I'd
Between the two-
probably have it.
Yeah.
But if it was life or death and Luke was forced to fight,
Yeah.
If he was forced to kill, like his nature, like his
for
nature.
sure. Yeah, like if he starts hulking out,
Luke is
dude. Yeah,
truly
for
a
sure.
trained soldier. We forget that.
Yeah, he's out there like training.
oh yeah.
None of us have gone through that.
I'm more of a cuddler.
Mickey's just like Luke would win, just like. Okay, let's see.
That's not me, that's alt account.
All account.
That's Mickey Eco
Yeah.
Bazeley.
Dude, even on my live stream, they're complimenting Tina's videos.
Yeah.
She's not even in the frame.
Yeah. That's funny.
He's here, at least.
It counts.
Have you
All
reached
right.
100K yet?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
100K.
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 How many are you at, by the way?
90. Okay, so 99.4.
So 600.
I'm 600 away,
We got like
basically.
100 a day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, 99.4. I see.
Okay. I'm trying to think what.
We should drag the other hot tub over.
Wait, where is it?
Double hot
Oh,
tub.
the other-
Oh, okay.
There's a backyard. Yeah, the other backyard is actually bigger than this one.
I don't think the Airbnb do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ultima's like moving this like ton hot tub.
Hooking up to the water
Dude,
system.
we barely got this stream set up. Honestly, we were 15 minutes late.
15 minutes. Got any other
I hope
questions?
they're getting their money's worth.
How do I get into the data science hot tub?
Get into the data science hot
Start
tub.
a YouTube channel.
Start a YouTube channel.
You
Or
got,
LinkedIn,
I
LinkedIn.
think you got to have at least 100K. or
LinkedIn,
100K
LinkedIn.
followers on something.
Bodies Shashank.
Oh, get out.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have by far the least followers in this hot tub. Just to let everyone know. He's at 147 on LinkedIn. So. Oh man. Okay.
That's funny. Sorry, man. You didn't
Your
make your
own
own stream.
hot.
Yeah.
My own hot tub live
Oh,
stream.
man. I mean,
This could only be worse if this was my hot tub.
get out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's ours now. You need to get 600 more.
Yeah, like for sure. Come back when you have 600 more.
Tomorrow.
For sure. Go make another video.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not better than yesterday when it was just.
This
me
is
and
literally
Gus.
dude soup.
This is dude soup.
Like the definition of
Sausage
dude soup.
sausage stew.
Yeah.
Sausage.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
Sausage.
Okay. So question after everyone over here.
Yeah.
So far, what's your favorite thing about this trip? Yeah, this trip, not the awesome. This trip.
It's probably being in bed with Luke.
All right.
Ow.
Y'all will get that later. Y'all will get that later.
Scandalous.
Yes, dear. Spoiler alert! I played Alex's wife.
Wait, so Ken, you've effectively been on this trip for like multiple weeks now, setting it all up and everything. So, what's your favorite part about this trip? That it happened?
Yeah, that had happened. Like, a couple people like bailed late, and then a couple people that weren't expected to come came, and it was really awesome. I think that just being able to come together, have cool conversations, and be part of the creative energy to me is something that is unparalleled. I mean, every time I'm around other creators, it just makes me so invigorated to do more, to have more fun, to collaborate, and that's super exciting. So
Yeah.
thank you all for coming.
Yeah, good time.
Agreed.
All right, one
I'm
question.
glad you came.
Oh, banger.
Wait, I couldn't hear that. What'd you say? A little in a higher pitch, please.
Okay, quick lightning round. Book you would recommend, the best book you'd recommend for this field in general.
Storytelling with data.
Storytelling with data.
I like the building data intensive applications. That one's pretty good.
That's a good. So that's what I spoke about a little while ago.
That is. I
Stat
fell
Quest
asleep to that.
and illustrated guide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Type in Josh Starmer on Amazon. It'll be like the first result.
I don't really read books
The
on data
engineering
stuff.
book, what's it called?
Fair.
I'm being honest.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh.
Storytelling with data, easy. But if you want to talk data science, I would actually say Practical Statistics for Data Scientists is a tremendous book because I think
Where's Josh?
statistics is kind of the forgotten stepchild of data science sometimes.
Yeah,
Because
I
everyone's
know.
obsessed
I
with
guess
machine
you- I
learning.
guess you guys-
So I think
I don't play
they're like important skills to have, and that book does a great job covering them.
Yeah.
And be like, yes, it's a really silly.
Yeah, yes.
They should do a natty or not on Jumpstart.
Let's see.
Natty or not.
Mickey and Tina are just roasting the
What?
comment section.
Oh, 100%.
Like keeping everybody.
Truth or dare? No.
I don't want to do that.
Let's go.
You know what? Okay. Actually, chat.
I have never. Like data
You mean
science.
never
data
have I
analyst,
ever?
I've never
Have
built
I
a machine
never?
learning model.
Get to know each other?
What?
I
This
know
is
everything
I,
about everyone.
Never have I ever copied
See, he
a
says
Stack
I'm right.
Overflow code snippet.
Pavon says I'm right.
Takes the exact code in your own.
I do that daily. What are you talking about?
Never
Come
have
on.
I ever not done that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's more rare.
Okay, question.
Jump in.
Anecdotally,
No.
anecdotally,
It's hot.
are more people who are in the data field switching into data science or data engineering right now?
Data engineering by far.
Data engineering.
Guaranteed.
Data engineering's hot right now.
Data engineering.
I don't know. I feel like data engineering is
He
hot.
said switching,
Switching.
Oh.
not trying to get into.
They're already in data, and they're switching.
It's pretty close. I would say it's pretty close.
I would say
Yeah,
land.
data eng for
You
sure.
think so?
Yeah, 100%
Data eng.
data eng.
I think my theory for it, right? I was talking to Mark today. So Mark Freeman, I don't know what it is on the Mark data. That's his like kind of like tag everywhere. And he was talking about how like him and I switched for the same reason basically. Like the heavy mathematical use you need to get high up in data science without going into management, right? Is such you don't really need that in data engineering. Like data engineering is very coding heavy, for example. It's very systems heavy, which I find a bit more approachable, and it's the work I enjoy a bit more personally. So I would say that that's at least my reason for wanting to switch. 100%. All right. Leak code.
Leak code.
Yeah, this looks like a hot tub time. I was trying to copy that movie cover, but it wasn't iconic enough. So.
Copyright strike.
Copyright.
Immediately.
In the hot tub. Copyright strike. Like, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, Chad's statement, I don't read books.
I don't read books.
I don't read books, I do data.
Yeah, dude.
Look,
The books read me.
Dude, like, I'm good enough at SQL, I don't need to read books anymore.
I don't read books, I query them.
I don't read books. I just use Stack Overflow.
Yeah.
No,
but
I don't.
Once someone gets good enough at Google,
I don't.
Talk about data because you're
That would be a really funny
Yeah.
coffee table book.
What?
Just like very funny Stack Overflow threads.
Answers and like
Oh, yeah.
responds.
But
That'd be funny.
That would
in
be funny.
every one of these live streams we have, right, someone asks me, what's like this great book, that great book? And while I think books are a great resource, I think specifically in this field, you have to do, not read. Like reading is good, but you should be doing,
project-based learning, build stuff.
So, like definitely read, but like I would say doing is going to push you further in this career than literally anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't watch my videos,
And
do them.
doing. Well,
That's why I had the third do, man.
You gotta keep
Can't stop
adding.
the other two.
Do the do's.
All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Are we done?
No. Cheers.
That's it.
Oh yeah, we gotta keep going.
You guys got another 2-3 hours for us to raise enough funds.
Yes. Yeah.
what charity?
It's
are we
all for the
supporting?
puppies.
You actually should support a charity.
The charity of
Like, what's the
What time is it?
prostate cancer charity?
38.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Actually, would not be that much.
Leonardo.
Yeah.
Is it an hour long? How's the?
Just do it. Shashank 2022.
Yo.
Get out and vote, kids.
Just
Huh?
you do it.
You have to do it at least a full hour.
Yeah, at least a full hour. Yeah.
If nothing else, we'll just like chill in the hot tub without answering any or
Yeah,
acknowledging
we'll
the
just
camera.
sit there. Yeah.
So we start talking, we forget, and start talking about those things we were talking about before. and-
Yeah.
Oh, this
Get
career is actually
get
going
real
up too.
scandalous, right? Yeah.
Yeah, don't study data science. The career won't exist in 5 years.
Yeah.
We're a dying breed, guys.
We're out of here.
People are loving your quote, Shashank.
Which? Oh yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, it's actually like.
Well, probably the best, like one of the best pieces of advice I ever got was from my calculus professor in high school, where he was like, "Math is not a spectator sport," and I think that in the age of
That's
the
so
amount
elegant for a high school.
right,
Yeah.
in the age of like, in this age of media, right, and honestly, like we're all to blame for this in some way, right? But in the age of like unlimited media, where like there's constantly a new tutorial to read, there's constantly a new video to watch, there's constantly a new piece of motivational whatever crap to like get into. It is really easy to just passively consume your life and passively consume. Anyone's ever seen Incredibles 2? It's a movie about being a passive consumer, and I think like. While I mean, obviously we all advocate for the content we make, and we actually think that of the creators out there, we're like in the upper tier of people actually making useful content. I would actually say that you
probably
need
the
to
better
spend a
point.
minority of time watching and the majority of time like doing something. Don't be a passive consumer to your life, and that includes in learning.
My high school calculus teacher basically only told me like, how are you possibly this bad?
Wow.
You were bad at math?
Well,
That's why he's a manager.
So in fourth
Oh,
grade,
yeah, okay.
in fourth grade, I was put into the advanced math class because I was Asian. Like they didn't know any better.
Okay.
And I was just
Got
like,
it.
what the hell? I don't know any of this. Why am I here?
They're doing it.
Oh, and no, but I got good at math. I was just bad, like for a long time. Like math is hard,
Right.
and they just never put me in the right class.
Oh, that's another thing, right? Like, you can be bad at something in one section of your life, and then like extremely good at it later. So,
It's like learning versus hands-on.
right.
Like you can suck at learning something, but then when you use it for like a purpose, you're like, this
Right.
is so applicable. I learn it really well.
So my dad has worked in software his whole life, right? So I've been exposed to code my entire life, but like,
Gross. Did it expose itself to you?
hey, that's dad you're talking about, man.
I said the code, not.
that code.
But actually, like he tried to get me to code like my entire life, like simple stuff like Visual Basic and stuff like that, right? I just never like got into it, and then like all of a sudden when I was like 22 and I had like no job, everything clicked, you know? So I mean, you know, you can find yourself to be quite good at something later in your life, just because motivations change, determination changes, you change. You know, you're not the same person you were 5 minutes ago, let alone 5 years ago, right? So.
Yeah, motivation's really important.
Yeah.
You know, I realized that if I applied myself and was interested in things, I was very good at them. But if I didn't care, I was really bad at them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, when I have no motivation, it's like
What is this
I don't
stream?
get anything done. Nor do I like really care. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just be me.
I have a degree that specializes almost entirely in databases. How much value would that bring to the data science role?
A lot.
more than my like economics degree did.
Yeah, that's a lot.
More than my chem degree.
That experience is a lot. Yeah.
That stuff's real good. Especially even more for data engineering.
Ah, Kadisha, Shashank, did you enjoy learning R? Not even a little bit. I hated it. I hated every second of it.
What?
Oh, I hate R, man. Can't stand it.
Really?
R,
Is it that bad?
2 thumbs down.
Wow, this is like
I'll put it this
an
way.
RA community.
Yeah, the
And
RA
then
community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Josh Starmer was here earlier. If he was still here,
Damn.
I would not be slandering R so hard, but actually, like, as like Python gets more popular relative to R, I'm more confident in my slander. So, yeah. I plan on using this platform to make Python the dominant data science language by far.
Yeah.
Shashank single-handedly.
Single-handedly
Yeah.
puts the nail in the R
YouTuber that
coffin.
took out the R.
he has more
No,
role in the
like-
role
like
of R going down than like
what-
the guy who created Python.
What Matt Dancho is to
Guido
R.
doesn't even stand a chance against him.
What Matt Dancho is to R, I want to be that for Python and data science.
Yeah,
So,
that's beautiful.
But
That's a beautiful goal.
right?
Yeah.
That being said, Matt Dancho, I love your content, but I'm a Python stan.
Yeah.
All right. What separates a junior? Ooh. I feel like you're answering the MLE question, right? There's an MLE question.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna.
Okay, cool.
I was replying to it slowly.
So Yashwant, Mickey actually works closer to that than any of us do, so she's gonna answer your question on chat.
You can walk into frame.
Oh, Mickey, walk into frame.
Mickey.
Walk over here.
Dude, our ratios about to be on point.
There we
Wait,
go.
wait, wait.
Can you hear me?
No.
No, you gotta get in frame. Right here.
Yeah,
Right
you
in
have to go over
frame.
here.
The difference between a senior MLE versus a junior MLE is a senior MLE
2 letters.
is leading their own projects and they're doing their own scoping, and a junior MLE is like you're reporting to me and I'm telling you what to do.
Mickey, what's scoping?
Scoping is where you determine the size and requirements of your project or your task. As a junior, you're not expected, generally speaking, to like make strategic decisions, to do tooling choices. You are to go into your backlog, which is your list of stuff that people decided someone needed to do, and you go do it.
Mickey, how big's your backlog?
How big's your backlog?
Nothing. My company has 0 infrastructure. There is no backlog. It's just
You're like, what's zero?
Yeah.
Dropping the mic.
Mic dropped. Dude.
But don't actually drop the mic.
All right, Shashank's out. Get him out of here.
Yeah, I'm being slandered on my own stream.
Yeah, dude.
And he tanks in subscribers.
Yeah.
So see, this is what I mean. Is this person spamming, or is it just like a bad connection?
No, definitely. That's spam.
Right?
He's just spam. Just block him.
Oh, what's going on here?
What's our concurrent right now?
Any tutorials? Oh,
Wait, no,
wow.
don't answer it.
Oh, sorry.
Because it was a spam. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Junior Emily in Paris. Wait, but how many of you use Ultrix? So I started off with Ultrix.
I was about to curse.
Yeah.
Is that Christian YouTube, sir?
Sorry about that.
We are in Utah.
We use that in my company.
Yeah.
Alex knows more
have you
about
used
that.
Alteryx?
He can
Yeah,
talk more about
yeah. I've used Alteryx as well as I've spoken at a webinar for Alteryx. Like I think
It's
Alteryx
good.
is great.
Alteryx,
Oh,
especially
it's a
Alteryx
good-
plus
Hot
Tableau
take.
is freaking
Yeah.
Alteryx and
You don't
Tableau
like it?
together is freaking
Me?
great.
Yeah.
I never learned it.
Oh, well, why is that a hot take?
Yeah.
You're like, whoa,
Whoa, bro.
oh my god.
Sean,
I'm
what-
just like,
what tattoo
I'm like,
are
I
you
gotta do the
getting?
old-fashioned way. We gotta code this with Python.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a
But here-
tattoo. What about you?
Yeah, Alteryx
Bro, I'm a
has its
Ferrari,
place.
man. Yeah,
like
yeah.
there is a
Bumper sticker on your
good
Ferrari.
market for it.
Yeah.
And there's a good market
Kim
fit.
Kardashian.
There's also
Kim
people who want to do it from scratch.
Yeah.
Which is
Kim Kardashian.
totally okay.
Was that her quote?
It's just you need to be more
Oh, okay,
skilled,
nice.
Yeah.
more
That's
technical.
bumper sticker on like a Bentley, I think.
Bumper sticker on a
okay.
Bentley. Yeah.
I don't know. I've always Ken asked me what tattoo I would get, and like I don't know. Like I'm just not a tattoo guy personally.
Steve Jobs on your chest.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, right here, right here.
Get the LinkedIn logo.
Yes.
You
So-
should get your resume, every company brand.
When you hit 100K, 100K.
Actually, so like
On
Yeah.
your forehead, just boom.
100K subs.
yeah. life done. I don't know. Like it's super lame. It's super lame. But Veni Vidi Vici is actually something I'd like love to live my life by. Like seeing something, observing it, and then conquering it. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably what I do.
Yeah.
Lame. I feel like if once I accomplish something of like super significant, then they'll be less lame. They'll be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair. Okay, fair.
I already know what my new tattoo is though for like and I figured out what my next tattoo on this trip has been actually, right? So I want to get Oilers identity as like a tramp stamp, right? Like
Nice.
on my back for sure.
Explain what Oilers' identity is.
That's
for the,
for the crowd, right? So that's like it's the relationship of all the special numbers in math, right? So there's the main special numbers are E, which is like the growth coefficient. You have pi, or in circles. You have I, which is an imaginary number, and then you have 1 and you have 0, right? And those are all the special numbers in math. And like, so if it's you say E to the I pi plus 1 equals 0, that's like that's a true statement in math, right? And yeah, yeah, and I want that on my back as a tramp stamp, right? Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, that feels like the correct. This feels like the correct thing to do.
It's the trashiest thing I've ever
I
heard.
know, right? I know. It should be. I mean, it's like it's supposed to be both. It's supposed to be both like very sophisticated and trashy at the same time, right?
That's art. Right?
Yeah, it is. That's the whole idea, dude. You gotta have those like the duality, right? The yin and the yang. Right?
Okay, so someone asked why did we all get into content, but I actually feel like a more interesting question or an interesting variation of that is what was the actual first piece of content you made that you wanted to get big with? So I know I had one, I know Luke had one, I know Alex had one for sure. So what was your first what was your YouTube channel originally?
Meal prep.
Meal prep. Before you got into data analytics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I haven't been doing YouTube as much. Like, so on LinkedIn, like the very first post, I made a post back in 2018, like a couple years before I started being consistent. And my first post was just lamenting about the fact that like some jobs expect like data scientists to be software engineers to be data engineers, and that like
Still relevant.
and it's like, and my whole post was just ranting about the fact that they are not the same thing, and that like companies that expect their employees to do that are freaking insane. And it went kind of viral, and I was like, wow, okay, LinkedIn's kind of powerful.
Correct. Data scientists and analysts aren't cool enough to be software engineers.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Dude, I'm so happy you got in the frame.
Alright, guys, let's get out.
Yeah.
Pick him up.
Pick him
and
up.
Toss him
Put
in
him in the hot tub, dude.
No,
Into
he's
the
not,
hot
he's not
tub.
cool enough to be in the hot tub.
Yeah, that's also true.
He wasn't invited into the hot tub.
That's interesting. Like, I never made any content with the intention of going viral. Or like having any like.
Yeah, you just greatness was just thrust upon you.
What was the first series?
It just happened. Some people got it. Some people
As in
don't.
you're like, you know what, this is something I want to share with people.
I mean, the first video I made where I talked about like how I transitioned from like a non like tech field into data.
He was born for data greatness, basically.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was just like interesting. I was like, alright. I struggled so much with it. Farting sucks.
So actually the biggest inspirations for my YouTube channel were Ken and Ali Abdal. Ken, because I remember so you started in like 2018, right?
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, I watched it, and I was like, if he can do it.
Yeah, like, damn, I
That
can
guy can do it, and that guy can do it. I can definitely do it.
It's actually, it's like a legitimately trippy experience, right? Because 2018, I had like just gotten my first raise at my job, and I was making a killing with 63K, you know? But I was super proud of it, and then I saw his content, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should become a data scientist. It sounds like a cool job. And I'm like, it would be cool to meet him one day. And then the first time I met Ken, it was crazy, because it's like, to me, he was like a celebrity. I'm like, oh yeah, this is like the data science guy, you know?
Never meet your heroes, kids.
So true.
And now, and you're asking how do you join the hot tub, right? You make content. There you go.
Yeah, because I remember Ken posted a video, and it was like talking about one of his goals, and his thing was like reach like 100K subscribers or whatever, and like he reached it. And I was like, congratulations on reaching 100K, and then Ken replied like, oh my gosh, Kenji replied to my comment. Like, he knows who I am.
Oh my god, yeah. I remember. Yes, the first time Ken replied to one of my, I don't remember what the comment was, but I remember that it was a big deal.
All my comments. It takes a lot longer now.
Oh, so much love, Ken.
It was a big deal.
Some of them I'm like,
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm not
You gonna
replying
reply to the
to
haters?
I actually
I
started
don't
making
like
content.
the hater comments.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I read these, bro.
Yeah.
But like I actually started off with political content because I was doing a chemistry degree I hated, and if I wasn't doing data science or data engineering, I would be in political research for sure, 100%.
So weird. There's no crossover between those things.
Can Mickey and Tina be moderators?
No,
I added y'all. No, just now.
Yeah.
you cannot.
So can we moderate who's watching the watch list?
Put some blurs.
No, Mickey, you
Yeah,
are
dude,
definitely a
like,
Add some
moderator.
strategic blurring
Yeah, for
to,
sure,
the,
dude.
to the live stream. That's what mods can do, right?
Yeah, definitely. Dude, our nips are a little too perky.
But honestly, like for me, like if I was to reach a level of financial independence today, as in like if I could passively make $150,000 per year, then I would actually work for a company called the Center for Advanced Defense Studies, which is a company that uses like hardcore data science to track down like rogue regimes. And so, like for example, they did this really cool study where they used satellite data to track how Kim Jong-un gets his Mercedes-Benzes, basically, because he's embargoed by Germany. They're all made in Germany, right? So it was a really cool study. The only problem is they pay those guys about $60K per year, and you know, I got expensive taste, so can't be doing that. What about you, Alex?
What was the question?
What was your first like piece of content is? Like, what did your YouTube channel start off as?
I started off doing like SQL tutorials, like the same SQL tutorials that are on my channel now are like the ones I made when I first started. So like when you go back, you'll see like my picture, and it's like that was recorded on my iPhone 6. But for me, when I first was getting in, SQL is the most important skill. Like that's what really took my career to like actually do well, and so. SQL was really tough for me to learn because I didn't come from programming or anything technical. So like I wanted to teach people the way that I wish someone had taught me. So that's why I started with SQL tutorials.
Would you start learning SQL first? I think you should. I personally believe you should start learning programming first, because if you learn the basics of programming, SQL becomes like super easy. But
Interesting.
No, not for me. So like for someone like me who has my brain, if I had started with Python, I would have quit. Like it took me too long. I would have gotten too fresh. I'd be like, I can't do this. This is not how my brain works, and I would have quit. That's what would happen with me, at least.
Yeah, I guess
So if I
SQL
followed
has a
your-
lower learning curve, right? It's a
much
little bit
lower.
more encouraging in that way, right? Where
Very
like
much so.
you can like you can feel like you can do some damage, even like in like an hour after 1 hour of a SQL lesson, you can feel like you can actually do some
I
data
know
analysis
something.
damage, right?
Yeah, 100%.
see, I view it very differently. I look at it as like with SQL, I can just like query stuff. With Python, the bar to actually building something is so much lower.
Yeah.
And I get excited. Like the motivation changes when I'm building something rather than when I'm just like querying, for example.
Yeah, it's,
I hear you.
it's not just read only, right?
It's a different type of work though.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
maybe for me the biggest barrier is always motivation and not necessarily like difficulty.
Yeah.
Because I know, like it might not be true, but I'm pretty certain I can figure out anything out if I have enough time. Right? But it's like what?
Quantum
I
mechanics.
probably if I spend enough time doing it.
Rocket science.
Rocket science is just physics, so.
Neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon, just like
yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I don't personally agree.
What do you build with Python?
You can build
Anything.
What? You can build like a little.
Can't you build with Python?
That's actually a better question.
What can you build well with Python that's scalable?
Okay, that's an even better
That's a
question.
much
YouTube.
Yeah, that's a much lower.
Large parts of YouTube are built, like the web interface, large parts of it are built in Python. Facebook.
I'm
Like,
built in Python.
Facebook's built in Hack, dude. Like, yeah, it's Hack and JavaScript. And, there's not very much. But well, Facebook uses
Wait, what-
Python on the data side, though.
what is
though.
Hack?
Hack, it's PHP, and it's like PHP. It's typed PHP. It's like PHP. It's like the TypeScript version of PHP.
Oh
Right.
wow, that sounds miserable.
Oh yeah. It's freaking yeah. It's better than PHP though. for
Right,
sure.
right. I would actually say my advice actually changes depending on where you are. If you're a student or someone else with a lot of free time, as in like your primary job is not to like earn an income or like earn an adult income, I would say that you should learn Python and SQL and then Tableau in that order-ish. If you are someone who is like has a full-time job already, I would actually suggest you learn Tableau first, because it is a gentle introduction into the concept of data, which can be a little bit difficult to understand, like joins, unions, like data cleaning, calculations. It's all in a GUI interface, and then learn the other stuff. Because then what happens when you learn pandas, you're like, oh, like a join is just X, Y, Z, and like Tableau, like the visualization exists in your head already.
So I agree with you, but in practicality, I think that's a little more difficult. So Tableau,
Right.
I guess Tableau Public is available to everyone,
Right,
but
right.
students get free access to like full Tableau, right?
Right.
And so it's like, oh, if you're a student, it does make sense to learn Tableau while you're still a student because you have free access to it.
Right, right.
But
yeah.
I definitely agree. Like,
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like what I realized was a lot of like the reason people don't code. Because I talked to data analysts today, for example, right? Who like are like, oh, I want to like transition to data science or something. And the number one like barrier is like the ones I talk to just don't want to learn how to code. You know, and, like there's a huge mental barrier there for a lot of people.
I made my video about this like last week. Coding's not hard. Like the basics of coding are like a very simple system. It's meant to be intuitive.
Especially Python.
Right, yeah.
Python is
Like-
especially is that way.
Like if they could have made it easier to do, they would have.
Yeah.
It is as easy to code in Python as it possibly could be to code in Python right now.
Yeah.
Right? And people lose sight of that. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's this discipline, it's so hard, like all these smart people do it. And it's like, no, it's as easy as it could be. If you approach it like that, systematically, it usually is not. Like, if you look at software engineering, if you look at data science, those can be difficult professions. But
Wide
the
open
act of
again.
coding simply is not outrageous.
I agree. And the cool thing about Python, right, is like so Python's slow, like almost by definition, it's a slow language, right? But because it's so popular amongst people who aren't like software developers, there are libraries after libraries coming out that are basically like a bunch of C stuff wrapped in Python.
Yeah.
That's what NumPy is, and like NumPy like is the basis for like all data science in Python. You know?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful the community that's like getting behind Python and like making it just way more efficient than it should have ever been.
Yeah, same with like PySpark, right?
Yeah.
PySpark's
I love
actually
PySpark.
has more adoption than native Spark, right? Than Scala Spark.
Scala, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scala is what it's native in, and then but PySpark is what like I think 80% of pipelines are in.
I like
Scala's
Scala.
great. Scala's
manager.
I like.
Well, it's like
I like
easier
Scala.
Java.
Yeah, but it's like Java. It's like less. Yeah, less
Java.
verbose Java.
Get out of here.
Yeah, dude,
That's
Java.
the second language I learned, bro.
Yeah, Java was my first language. Dude.
No, no.
Mhm.
Wait, Tina, I'm legitimately
Java
confused at your
seems
emojis
fine.
now.
Mhm.
I'm legitimately confused at your emojis.
I feel like that's what images should do.
No, she's just sending tortoises,
No,
communicating.
lungs now for some reason.
lungs.
Yeah.
She's breathing. She's breathing.
Thank you for the update. The heartbeat. Thank you.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
We're gonna get copyright strike now because of you.
That was
Yeah,
too, it was
yeah.
too
That was
accurate.
That was
Me and
too
Jordan
close.
Sparks just doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers, dude. They're like, dude, they are the same person.
Wow.
Same
I
human
I
being.
couldn't even. I thought that you were playing your phone. Like,
Thank you so much, Apart Chief. Also, the next adventure for me is to learn Java and then Scala and then Kotlin in that order.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Are there any water?
what?
Java's great, dude.
Luke, you
JVM,
can walk
Gradle,
on
Yeah.
all that stuff. Oh yeah, dude, for sure. I was like, I learned that like to do like Android development, and then it just happened that like all big data was also in Java, and I was like, oh shit, all this Android experience is like relevant.
this
Yeah.
is totally paying off.
Yeah. I was like, I did not expect that, right? And now Scala's great too. I've been doing Scala for the last 4 years now. It's been like that's like the only language I really code in. It's freaking fun.
Alex, you got the call out.
For what?
People are like, you're the best.
Yeah.
You're the man. Hit me up if you're in Greensville.
Yeah,
Alex.
South Carolina or
Greensville?
Green?
You mean Greenville?
Greenville.
Greenville, South Carolina?
Yeah.
I went to college.
Yeah, that's up in the
South
mountains. I'm out in
Carolina.
Charleston.
That's where Furman is, dude.
That's what you keep telling me. I've never seen Furman. Once I go back, I'll see it everywhere.
There's an arboretum on the campus.
Oh, interesting.
It's nice.
I haven't
It's quaint.
We are actually in a hot tub. Yes, we were not lying. I don't clickbait. I do not clickbait.
Yeah, like that'd be so whack to clickbait, dude.
Someone was like there's some Azure service called like Hot Water or something, or like Hot something.
Yeah.
Ben, what's that Azure service that's called like Hot something, like Hot Water or something?
What?
Hot something. So it was like one of the comments.
Hot spring?
Hot Spring. It might have been Hot Spring or something.
Azure would never come up with a name, so
Right?
Yeah, Azure's names are all so dumb. They're
Right.
so like boring.
Hotmail?
Yeah. No, wait. No, not that.
Hotmail, dude. That takes me back.
Wow, that's
that's
a
oh, hey,
Still use.
oh, good. Good.
He's a good one.
She's beginning.
Yeah.
She need to go.
no, doggo.
Yeah.
On my day.
Okay. Someone asked, how many projects do you think is enough? I have 4 from both
Exactly
Shashank
10.
and Alex. Exactly 10 is what. So 3. Exactly 10 according to Luke.
I'm
Four
pretty sure
according to
Ken,
Ken.
Luke
Yeah, I'd
is being
say
facetious.
3.
Like 10 is like way too many.
But it really depends on like how much depth each one
Like,
has,
10
right?
10's like
I
a
say
lot.
one really good one.
Yeah,
One really
one.
good
One really good one.
I'd
Yeah.
say at least 2. Like, you want to show that you can, like,
Hunter says at least 2. You want to show that you can at least.
you want to be able to do it, like,
You want to. You want to be able. It's a shotgun, Mike. There's no way he hears you.
yeah. If you stood behind it, it would be, but sure. Hunter, get in the frame.
Take off
Oh,
your shirt.
oh,
Oh,
jumping
my
off.
God.
Take off
That
your
was
shirt.
lucky.
You gotta take the shirt
Oh,
off.
lucky.
A little bit more.
You gotta take off the
Down.
shirt, man.
You're not in.
Oh, over.
Hunter, you're the chosen one.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, get in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah, dude.
Here, that's perfect.
Get in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah.
I'll block
No,
you
it's
right
fine.
there.
Should we announce?
You gotta lower yourself.
You can,
There you go, dude.
You're in
There's
the
a
corner.
spot right there in the
No,
hot
I'm not
tub,
getting
dude.
it. I'm not.
What's up?
I've interrupted this long enough, but I'd say 2, like at least 2, and have them be like
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
Perfect.
okay,
Now
okay,
you're in
yeah.
the.
have them be like very well thought out and something where the data is somewhat unique. Like, don't just do like a really well thought out Titanic data set. Like, I think people have talked about that earlier. It's like, try and make it unique. Try and make the data be something
Yeah.
you're interested in, and like something where you're actually providing some value. So if you're big in like cricket or big in baseball or big in
So just
like
balloons.
something that you're interested in, like make the data about that, and your passion will show in any interview that you're talking about it. Like a big like how you're interested and like what you can bring extra data like info to will make your analysis better.
I agree. I think having some form of product come out of your analysis is
Yes.
really valuable. Like a
Preach.
front end, a website, whatever.
Louder.
That someone uses. But I feel like that's relevant.
Sorry.
So introduce yourself.
Oh, hi everyone, I'm Hunter.
What do you do, Hunter?
I'm a data scientist at Cloudflare.
What are you doing here?
I'm hanging
Dang,
on.
dude. Why'd you say it like that? What are you doing here?
Why do we invite you to these
I'm
things?
blocking the Bright Data sponsor sign.
Yeah, dude.
No, Hunter's out here.
He said, like, what are you doing here?
So he's a Z by HP ambassador.
Yeah.
What's your primary content source?
I do stuff on Medium, a little bit on Facebook. I'm thinking about doing some YouTube, so.
Yeah, get on that LinkedIn train too, dude.
Yeah. I have 7,000 followers on LinkedIn and I get like 5 likes per post. Like no one cares.
You'll get
Crushing
there.
it.
You'll get
Crushing it.
Yeah.
I just recycle my content.
Yeah,
That's
dude. Yeah,
beautiful.
you,
That's a
once it's
beautiful
once
thing.
it's 6 months old, throw it back out there.
Totally new,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Like
people.
I'll make YouTube videos and just put them on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
That's the only like.
That's another way to do it.
Just another channel.
Mhm.
I feel like I should do more specific stuff, but
Yeah,
you know
no,
what?
that's a good
Ain't
way to
nobody
do it.
got time for
Nah,
that.
Recycle is better, dude.
Yeah.
What's more useful for data science, learning front end or back end?
Back end.
Back end.
Yeah,
No, I
100%
just made that.
back
I'm sorry.
end.
Well,
I just yelled something out.
I don't know. I'll be the guy who says front end, right? I'll be the one guy who says front end because
The
like.
data engineer. dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
All right,
like,
Forrest.
you more than anyone should be be a proponent of the back end.
Like, well, okay, here's my opinion on why data scientists
I
are
love
good with
the
front end,
back
right? Is like, have y'all ever used like custom JavaScript viz? Like, have you used D3 before? Have you ever made an excessively fancy viz?
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
Yeah, excessively fancy visualization. That's why you need front
Cut
end.
that portion out.
Yeah, for sure. Ah.
But I'd say that bigger like front end or back end, I'd say communication skills is better than both of those. Where if you have like a great model and you can't explain like to the stakeholders how it's making their product better, cheaper, like more effective in some way, it will not get funded.
Yeah.
And it will not have an impact. It could be 100% accurate and still not make it to production.
if the stakeholders don't understand.
And if it doesn't make it to production, who cares? Well, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, to some degree, if it doesn't make it to production,
Yeah,
it's not gonna
exactly.
have as much impact or very much.
and can anyone explain what front end versus back end is?
Front end is like
This
the-
is PG.
what people see.
This is YouTube. Not Pornhub.
Front end is what people see. Back end is what people don't see, like end users. I don't know. But you could think of like front end as like something similar to like Tableau or like some Excel chart, something like that. That's more front end, and the back end is like cleaning
What people see.
database models, like any of that sort of code that you don't directly see the output.
Oh, Lulu, you're so ridiculous.
She wanted to go in that bad.
Yeah. Huh?
Maybe to offer?
Oh, nah, she just wanted to go inside. She probably wants to go drink some water or something like that. Yeah.
She wants to be back in like the lower than 70
What has
degrees.
she been eating this whole time?
What? Oh, yeah, I have kibble. I have kibble, yeah,
She
for
was
sure.
just eating it right before we came.
Yes, groovy
Yeah.
term. Having a social presence, I think, is basically only a net benefit for your career.
Yes.
As long as you're not slandering your company.
Correct.
Your current company.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm being like a hype man tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go!
100K.
Let's go!
So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you already do. But one thing I want to show you guys is the sponsor behind Hunter of we call it the Bright Data House because they're the ones sponsoring this, basically this
Hashtag
whole
Bright
trip.
Data House. Put it in the description.
Hashtag Bright Data House. I'll put it in the description. Long story short, they make all of the web's data, the public data on the web, accessible to you. You want a scrape of LinkedIn, you want data from Facebook, you want Instagram posts, you can get all of that from them at reasonable prices. I'm actually going to be doing a project with them later because if y'all remember, I did that LinkedIn video. Like, I scraped college degrees based on like my LinkedIn profile, so I almost got my account banned, just like Luke over here.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Because we're out here, risking our professional careers for you.
We're
guys, you know?
hustling.
We're hustling,
Risking
exactly.
our lives to make data content.
Yeah.
So be thankful.
I am not.
But to be 100% honest with you guys, right? So in my I get sponsor requests like all the time, and probably scraper APIs.
Damn right you do.
Yeah. But like scraper APIs are like by far the most common ones I get. These guys are actually kind of
every time you
different
do it, it's gonna do better.
because they like demonstrated how their API worked in front of me, and I'm like, oh, this is actually fundamentally different. It's not just a proxy. It's way more complicated than
It's
that.
a bunch of proxies
It's a-
and a bunch of like infrastructure and a bunch of
Yeah.
like redundant.
Yeah, you could even like schedule stuff. It had like a scheduler in there, like it had like quality tests. Like I was very impressed with like
Pre-scraped
good
data
shit.
sets.
yeah.
Like all they need is Parquet support, and they're good to go. You know?
Parquet, yeah, and a
Yeah,
snowflake dump, right?
A snowflake dump. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do people use more Bayesian statistics or frequent statistics?
Frequentist.
Frequentist.
Yeah, like
for sure.
a lot more.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bayesian is like it's this fancy thing I've heard of and seen used maybe 5 times.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not used, just I haven't seen it used that much.
I know very niche question. I know Bayesian. I had one on my podcast.
What?
Chelsea Parletti, Bayesian. She's a stats professor. She's Bayesian.
She like that's her domain.
I feel like this
She
is somehow
identifies
race
as a
related, but I can't
Oh, okay.
figure it out.
She identifies.
I'm like trying to figure. Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't tell if he was joking about like race or if he's like.
Yeah.
being
I
serious.
was like, I don't know if I can say anything or not.
She exclusively believes in Bayesian statistics.
Okay.
Wow.
It's like
That's my
everyone's
gender
biased.
too, I guess.
Simulation.
Like we're being
Sorry,
silly and
identify
Mickey's out here giving like actual responses to people. So thank
We
you so
need
much.
more doggo content. The doggo just went inside. Yeah.
You're hanging with your dogs.
Yeah. We got the dogs in the hot tub.
Okay. Opinions on using hypothesis testing on big data.
Very important.
Very important.
Oh, yeah. That's how big tech runs, dude. It's like you run 10,000 experiments at once, right? And like you use big data to validate if the numbers move, right? Like, did more people come back? Did they spend more money? Like, whatever. Like,
Do you reject the null?
Yeah. Do you reject a null? Is it this color of blue or this color of blue? Google, what color should the links be? Right? Like, for sure.
Make a decision.
Yeah, and then that experiment was like $150 million win or something stupid, something insanely like impactful just because they chose like 40 colors of blue.
It's changed my life.
Yeah, for sure it did. I know. My life is dramatically better with that hue. Like the old RGBG color. No, not for me.
Hunter.
What is that?
They want a link to your stuff.
I'm blue.
Oh my gosh.
You're a mod. So.
I get it now. I get it.
Gosh, Alex.
That dated me because I was like, wait a second. I did that.
I like how Mickey's just dunking on academia right now. It's like,
I am not. All I said was
There's a completely different world in the chat room right now that's happening in the hot tub. Like, it's different in that chat room.
Mickey is
So, sorry, she's speaking the truth and inadvertently dunking on
She's just
academia.
starting careers. My channel's getting like canceled right now. She's single-handedly taking down my channel over there.
Alex the analyst.
Alex logs in
the
tomorrow.
analyst.
Yeah. I get it.
Luke Barousse, more like.
She's like, you guys do not know. I've gotten to know Alex, and he's like the worst.
I lost
Cancel
2
him
subscribers.
today.
You what?
I somehow lost 2 subscribers.
What?
Damn.
I get it.
Brutal.
I get it.
Between when I grabbed the light and when I got in the hot tub, so
Oh.
'cause that's when I refreshed it. So
Ooh,
probably.
Dude.
That's fine.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, this live stream's too spicy.
Yeah.
Yo.
Viral tomorrow.
Dude, my old director just gave me a shout out.
Yes.
Dude, that's how you know it's real.
Yeah. Mhm.
What up, Keith?
Yeah, Keith.
Keith. So he's the guy that gave me a job.
I can't see a world where you had a sub 2.0 GPA.
Yeah, yeah.
I could totally.
I'm going to print out my transcript and like frame it on my like office wall whenever I get in the office.
Make it your YouTube banner.
I'm very proud of it.
Once
Yeah.
you're like $1 million in the bank.
Yeah.
On my way, yeah. So like I'm very proud of it. Or sorry, well I guess I'm not proud. I'm proud of like what the distance from that I have. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. What I really want to do
Tell us.
is when I start making about $400,000 per year, right?
Duh.
Be like 1.9 to 4.0 times 1,000 or 10,000.
Yeah.
100,000.
100,000. Yeah, I know math. I
I
swear.
think you might be a waste.
This is manager material.
I got to screenshot that. This is the second time I've had a director show up in my chat.
No one I've ever worked with has showed up in my chat.
No way.
Really?
No way. You're
Not
way
that I
better than
know.
that.
Well, I don't stream that much, so.
Okay.
I will get some like LinkedIn DMs, like.
Okay.
"Hey, what's up?"
No one I know has ever commented on my videos, but they show up in the live chat.
I've had people like I was actively working with. They were like, "Yo, what's going on? What's going on, Alex? We're going to that project." I'm like, yeah. Monday I'll be on it.
Really?
Yeah.
They do that.
Well, I tell my coworkers, I'm like, "Hey, y'all got a live stream?" Because they'll ask me, they're like, "When's your next live stream? When's your next whatever?" I'll tell them I have no expectation they're coming, but then it's like 1 or 2 will show up and they'll be like, "Hey, Alex, see you tomorrow."
Yeah, like,
it's pretty funny.
5 inch viewport.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm we'll hit an hour in 5 minutes.
Sweet. Perfect.
Yeah, Keith, get in the tub.
Oh, ain't no laws when you drinking claws.
Claw, baby!
Luke, today.
Luke is on
my
top.
goal is being a hype man. I just want to do that.
Wait,
how am I not in frame
yet?
What?
Dude, the frame is like a little bit over.
Oh, there we go. What is up, YouTube?
Luke's on another level. We're like down here. Luke's up here.
I'll be back. How long are you gonna be streaming for?
5 minutes.
5 more minutes. Yeah, we're
There's plenty of room in there too.
yeah, dude. We could get like 3 more people in here.
I feel like I should probably squeeze in for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You should. Come on in.
100%.
Water's warm.
The
Come
water's
on in.
Oh, okay, silly question, but do you think coding leads to enlightenment?
No. No, absolutely not.
Nah, it actually kind of makes you
me
miserable.
more like it makes me more like angry at the world. I'm like, geez, this is tough.
I think like the opposite of technology.
Yeah, like walking in nature. Go backpacking for a week with no technology, no phone.
Don't code.
Don't code. Don't look at a screen. Not looking at a screen is how you actually get learned.
Just like.
Yeah, dude, eat there.
It's like the opposite of all the advice we've given this whole time.
All right, Keith's
Come
coming
on
in
in.
now.
Take a dip in a cold river.
All
Right?
right, so
Yeah.
Keith, give an introduction.
The salmon.
What do you do? What's your
Swim
primary mode
with
of
the
content
salmon.
creation?
What's up?
What do you do and what's your primary mode of
Oh,
content
is
creation?
this the mic over here?
Yeah, you might have to get slightly to the
Yeah, you gotta get in a little more here, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
get in the frame, dude. Snuggle
Yeah, I
up.
think you're good there.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I'm Keith Galli. I make Python tutorials on YouTube.
Python.
Yep.
I love hot tubs. And
Nice.
Hot tubs and code, baby.
Yeah, hot cubs and code.
What?
That's all I do.
Oh yeah, dude. We got Ben on there, dude. Seattle data guy hitting up the chat, dude.
Wait, why isn't Forrest a Oh, yeah, he's not. I'll make him a moderator. I got you.
This
yeah,
still
he's
going.
right there.
Yeah,
He's right there.
what's up?
He's right there.
Can y'all read the chat?
No.
I don't have my glasses on.
I have my cell phone right there.
I can't read a thing.
Okay.
I'm just like everything he tells me. I'm like, okay, I believe it.
Who's Joe? Oh, okay.
Oh,
sorry,
the
no.
chat is a whole nother world.
Sorry, no, I know you, Joe. I didn't recognize it because there's Joseph.
They're cracking up. They're like destroying the chat. We don't even know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
That's
back
safe as
tomorrow.
Joe.
Oh, he's at that handlebar bar.
He's at the handlebar. Yeah.
Yeah. I just doxed our location.
Ah!
It's okay. We're gonna be here for like one more day.
Yeah.
How did you disclose our location?
Nice.
Are you from or what are y'all doing?
Well, I mean, it's like it's not
I just thought it's on the calendar.
If you're on, we'll go.
Wait, you
Joe, come give us some love.
All right, cool.
I'm not the best at doing intros.
Show up,
while I'm
homies.
You're doing outros though.
Yeah, I'm ready for the outro.
I love outros.
I hired someone. We'll see what we can do with these clips. But I hired someone to collect all the most buzzwordy intros that YouTube has to offer, all the most buzzwordy outros that YouTube has to offer.
Interesting.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do with them.
I want to make a video where it's just like only sponsor reads.
Interesting.
Have you watched
Before we get into the content,
He does a roast on Captain Sinbad of Captain Sinbad's talks about different sponsors. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Cool. Can I cuss on live stream?
Yeah.
Sorry. This is like the 6th time.
Every time we're like yes, and every time you're like, oh no, it's like that Home Alone thing.
All right, homies. Get in the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta. Okay.
Oh.
And don't
keep
move.
doing this.
Don't move. 3, 2, 1. Don't move. Wait. Don't move. Okay, you're good.
Oh yeah, everyone. That was good.
Shaka for the win.
What's that?
The loose Shaka for the win.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Dang, I should have done that. I regret it, man. I didn't do it.
Dude.
Dude.
So I no longer wave at people.
Yeah.
I only just hit them with like this.
Like.
That's what you do in Hawaii. Like no
I'm
one
a big
waves.
fan
no,
of
it's up.
two fingers.
Sean, your viewership's dropping. You gotta do something crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta go. We got a wild child it. What? Ah!
Like, we'll have to ban you. Like, the mods are
Can the
not
mods ban the creator?
Yeah, you can get banned off of the stream.
Take the creator off.
Are you gonna get actually like literally ban hammered? Like
Yeah, I wish I was able to do this in the morning. Like the viewership's way up in the morning.
Dude,
I
round 2.
It'd be hotter than a cat's foot in here.
Yeah, dude.
Is that a thing? Or
Cat's feet.
That'd be a fun podcast concept.
Great.
Just
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's a
Bright
video.
Data.
Thank you, Bright Data. We love you.
Okay, yeah.
All right, we'll take one last question.
One last question.
No, you gotta stay until Joe and Matt come over with their friends.
No,
I feel bad for
I'm getting
Alex.
out.
Yeah, you're allowed to head out after the last question.
Yeah, I'm getting out after this one.
any this is a very random question. Anyone seen a Connect 4 board around anywhere?
No.
I
Most certainly am not.
Connect for the
Oh,
other day.
nice.
Just
Yeah.
4 straight
Nice,
games.
nice.
Like
Murdered.
I've made Nicole cry like 5 times.
Yeah, if chat needs Connect 4 strategy videos,
Dude,
that's
yeah.
the first video
Connect
I
4,
posted on my
Connect 4 and
channel.
Scrabble. Scrabble's my game. I freaking love Scrabble
I'm
too.
not that good. Nicole's just not that good.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
question.
All right,
Come on,
Alex,
someone.
I'll let you call it.
What's the last question?
There's a last question. Oh, Shashank, what bachelors did you do? Chemistry. All right,
What?
That was the last
Bachelor's.
question.
Oh,
Justin.
yeah.
My
Shashank.
bachelor's.
Just
Chemistry.
Really? Mine was in recreational therapy.
There we go.
Sending it.
Sean was in Hard Knocks.
You or Avery?
Yeah.
Oh, easy, Avery, easy.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Avery
I'm
like
chemistry.
worked at Exxon, dude.
Yeah,
like Avery
Avery's
like.
way better at chemistry than I am.
Yeah,
You guys have to have like every
Dude, yeah.
all of us will do like a data challenge. You guys do like
Yeah, you guys have to do like some pipetting and
Oh
shit. Like,
yes. Oh, guys, I have a live stream tomorrow where we're gonna be doing an Iron Viz, and I live demolish my competition, which is Avery and Hunter.
There'll be some other people. I think you.
And
Are you
maybe
gonna
some
participate?
others.
Luke Barousse.
What is Iron Viz?
You were gonna participate.
Oh.
It's just like the data hack.
It's like the older role.
So there'll be like
Is there
6 or
a
7
goal?
people.
Okay,
Yeah, like
Alex,
create the best,
here's the last question to you, then you can head out.
based
All
on
right.
the random data
How much
we're giving.
SQL is needed at the intermediate level? Like what function should be known? I guess.
Select.
Case
Sorry.
statements I guess joins if you consider intermediate, and subqueries. I would say I use enough case statements and subqueries to like
To kill a horse.
to say it's at least intermediate if you do it a good way. I would also know how to like cast data types. Like
Hot pot?
even though that's simple, it can actually be
Hot
pretty
pot.
Who's that?
tough. Woo! That's
Let's
me.
go.
Say hello to Tina's family.
Hi,
What's up, Tina's fam?
I'm getting out.
Case
statements.
Case statements.
Alex
Maybe
Gaffney
window
says,
functions.
everybody. Okay, that was weird.
That was good, Alex, dude. Crushed it. Yeah.
All right.
dude.
I literally I'm going to bed and then I won't see any of you guys.
We won't
I'm
see
leaving
you.
like early tomorrow morning. So
Yeah.
Have a good life.
Dude, have a good
yeah,
time.
I'll see you guys on the onlines. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
for sure. See you on the LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll
see you
like
on the
your,
YouTubes.
yeah, exactly.
I'll see you in the comment section.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Charleston for the next. Charleston is for the next content creator.
Yeah.
All right.
I will consider East Coast.
I can't
Watch
make
the
it if it's not
wires.
Charleston. East Coast, dude. We should do a New York City trip, dude.
That would be way too expensive.
Miami.
Dude, we just gotta get Bright Data back, dude. Like, he keeps coasting on that Bright Data money, dude.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully nothing inappropriate happens.
Oh,
I mean, yours should probably go up. So.
Maybe. Yeah.
yeah. Hot tub, yeah.
Oh. All right. So. What are you thinking? Keep it going or just?
Let's go.
What are the people saying?
I mean, ask. Yeah. Like, no.
Keeps the people
No one.
Like, oh, get a fucking shirt on. I've been in here for a pretty long time.
Do you sell this Data hot tub bathwater? Are we gonna sell the hot tub water, dude?
Oh yeah.
Belle Delphine, we gotta do it, dude.
Yeah.
That's how we know we've made it as a creator when we can sell our hot tub
Do we have
water.
to make an algorithm, like a pricing algorithm?
Yeah, dude, we do.
Dynamic pricing.
No, I think I'll just price it at like a high or like E or something.
Yeah. Someone asked us if we sell the bath water. Yeah. Maybe that's our new avenue of
I already
revenue.
bought it.
Yeah, actually, you know what? The equivalent of you buying his bathwater is sending a super chat. So, if you send super chats, then we will, I don't know, ship you bathwater. Maybe, probably not.
Oh, you shouldn't say that. You think about you guys super chats right now? You're gonna say
Oh, I would love
It's
that.
like, oh gosh, I have to get it.
I need to look at my phone.
Dude, that's so good.
I would love to be objectified.
Dude.
Yeah, personally.
Oh yeah.
What I missed?
You missed it.
Welcome
man.
back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Dude, we still have 36 people on this stream, dude. That is impressive.
We're not banning anything of use.
Dude, yeah, with no engagement though.
What rate per hour is acceptable to be hired as a W2 in the US for a data analyst? Yeah.
Like,
Depends on the region.
it really depends on the region.
Like, I would say like between like $50 and $75 an hour.
What region are you
Yeah.
talking about right now?
I'd say that's like an SF probably, right? But like, yeah.
$100,000 is a high paying city for a data analyst.
I mean, I look at hourly rate as higher because I'm doing it as a contractor.
Oh, so he said W2.
Oh, W2. Sorry.
W2, maybe like I'd say even like as like
50 is 100, right?
50's 100, yeah. I'd say like 80 to 115, right?
Yeah.
It's probably, yeah, something like that.
80 to 115.
an hour is $200K a year?
50 an hour is 100K.
You multiply by 2,000.
40 hours a week.
Oh, okay.
You work 2,080 hours a year.
Shit, I only work about 10 hours a week.
Well, this is Luke's ended.
Damn, your per hour rate is pretty good.
Insane. There you go.
I'll be lying.
Dude, I love this. Mickey's actually keeping the full stream up by like pushing the question out there.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot the best moderators.
Yeah, well, we can just bullshit in the hot tub. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh yeah.
Actually, that's an interesting model for.
There's a different conversation
for, like,
going on in the chat.
Content where you just put something like sort of interesting onto stream, and you just answer all the questions and treat it like a live forum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I see that a lot in like videos. There'll be someone playing video game just talking over it, and there's like visual stimuli, so it's like fun to do that. And they're just
Oh,
listening.
you're right. Yeah, that's totally a thing.
Yeah, but I feel like that is sort of something in line. And in theory, you wouldn't even have to respond to things. You could just get other people.
Yeah. I left to make some tea, and you all are still here. Be careful not becoming prunes. Too late, Kadisha. My feet are pruny.
My feet are like, yeah, they
Oh,
are.
thank you so much, Alex.
Oh yeah, Alex coming in hot with the towels.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
a gentleman and a sir over there. Like, not all heroes wear capes. Right.
Some wear Coursera shirts.
Some wear Coursera shirts, dude. Or maybe it's the other way around. Not all heroes wear Coursera shirts. Right? Some do.
Alright, I'm gonna just put them.
Just put them on the other shirt.
I just need to get in the stream.
He's right there.
How many hours do you dedicate to learning per week?
Like 5, I don't know.
Every hour of my life.
No.
Yeah? I try to do like 30 minutes.
I put the towels over there. I did drop.
30, yeah.
30. I can't like.
I'd say
like
an hour.
I couldn't quantify that because I'm always trying to learn something new.
Same.
Is that sort of cliche?
Well, yes and no, right? So for me, like
Learning.
when I make YouTube content, I'm not like explicitly learning. Like, sure, I learn a thing here and there, but I'm not like it's not dedicated learning time.
Really?
It's like I can't call it that. Like to me, learning is like here's some information, here are my notes, I'm writing them down, or I'm coding them, right? Like
It's
You
gotta
gotta
be
researching stuff as you make a video now?
I read a lot. That's about it. Like,
Yeah.
that's my biggest thing.
Reading's good.
Until you then see his.
I mean, I'm constantly.
He's so much. He's like. It's like hair, but
yeah. So Zach out here is like 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
And
those arms.
oh, you're heading out?
I would give you
not
a
here,
hot
not
tub.
even in the morning.
Nice meeting you.
When did you first time meeting in real life?
Yeah, real life. No,
I just want to say goodbye, and I may not see you guys for another 6 months, a year, unless Ken puts it in Charleston. So, like,
Alright, appreciate it.
if I see you,
I'll do my best. I don't have control.
See ya.
Awesome, Alex. It was great meeting you, man.
Alright, we'll do it.
dropping in the live stream.
I will be
Yeah, absolutely.
Toodaloo.
It was nice meeting you as well.
We'll get you TikTok famous.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Nice
it was
meeting you,
nice meeting you, man. Hell yeah.
Have
You have a
a
good
safe
one.
travel back. I didn't wish that to Alex, so. Alex, the analyst.
Yeah.
Man, my hypes are getting worse now.
You're just.
I'm
Yeah,
so
you are.
sorry. They were getting good.
Yeah, they're a little bit.
And then there were.
Dude, yeah. Is this like a Mr. Beast challenge? Last one to leave the hot tub.
Get $1 million.
Last one.
Oh yeah.
Last one to leave the hot tub. Gets $1 million data points.
Bring it in, buddy.
Oh, cool. I
Will
gained one
Mr.
subscriber.
Beast get to
Yeah.
1?
Good. Good. You got it back.
Yeah.
Good. Wow, this hot tub was able to push you up.
Got 100 million.
You know, a billion or a trillion.
How many people on YouTube?
Well, there's only
I think
like
it's like
7 billion people in the world.
I think there's like 3
So
bill on
trillion is
YouTube.
pretty-
Oh, billions next after million. Okay, sorry, I skipped one.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get to 1 billion?
Yeah, like 10x from where he's at.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I'll go ahead and add everyone's channel in like as soon as the stream is over. So check in the morning.
Market of YouTube is like with accounts that are legit is like maybe 1.5.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Mickey.
And you have to have like 7 or 60% of like every account, right?
I
Like,
think that would be like.
yeah, that's a lot.
So what prep are you doing for your transition to a data science role? So I actually foregoed that option and became a data engineer instead.
Data eng.
So I like coding a lot, and so I was like, you know, let's go do that instead of math. So, but you know, I plan on actually injecting a lot of data science into my engineering role, just because I've been studying for it for so long. I'm gonna use it. Huh?
Yeah, you can be over here in the audience.
No,
You
no,
can,
no,
you can
you have to
boo.
sit over here.
You can boo us in the
You
hot
have to sit
tub.
over
This is like paying for like.
Yeah, this is like the premium seat. Yeah, you're a VIP, dude.
If you pay for the front row, that's actually the
Splash
splash zone.
zone.
Like, they're
Ah.
like, oh, that's the splash.
What's the best way to gain an employer's attention?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
showing up on here, dude, just like
Yeah.
flaunting the body.
And it's talking about your knowledge about data science.
Yeah,
Honestly, if Tina showed up on camera for like 5 seconds, like the view cam would
it would
explode.
just
It would
blow
explode.
up, dude.
But it would also be like 2 people like, get in the hot tub.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
So Tina does exist. You can hear her voice, so we're not just faking it.
Yeah,
No,
She's
we're
a
just
real
using AI.
person.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
yeah. We have a Tina AI now.
And we're we're not. We are friends with her. She is here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, see, there you go. There was. Yeah, little.
Yo, we went up 50%.
Look at that. There you go.
So many tortoises.
Yeah, tortoises.
What additional tools did you have to learn beyond Python, SQL, and Tableau to jump into data engineering? System design was very important. General software engineering concepts. I would say actually some lead code is useful as well, because the interview I took was a software engineer did my interview. So like he gave me a lead code problem basically. But it was like an easy one, and he didn't ask me to do like big O notation and everything. So like it was nice of him.
There's a place here called Big O Tires.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a franchise.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Big O's all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
It's
know
like
that.
Jiffy Lube.
It's a central U.S. like Denver has it too.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Is it linear?
That was good.
You mean Oven?
Uh,
Also, I'm personally going to be learning Java and Scala and Kotlin over the next couple of months.
Object-oriented programming.
Yeah. So I'm starting off with Java based on. So Tina actually used to be a software engineer. I didn't know that.
Tina!
When's
Yeah,
your
master's
dark side?
degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, master's degree.
She has a freaking UPenn master's degree. So like you know
Tina
she's smart.
schools us.
In
What?
software engineering.
In software engineering.
And then I just went like, nah.
And then Zach over here, I asked him if I should learn Scala, and he's like, learn Java first, then Scala. And then I have to learn Kotlin because
Kotlin's good too. Kotlin and Scala are the same language, dude.
Okay.
They're so similar. All the differences is like Kotlin is Scala, except Scala has all this extra random bullshit that like you don't really want to use actually. So you know how there's like JavaScript and JavaScript the good parts?
Yeah.
I always think of like Scala. Kotlin is Scala the good parts.
right. So
Yeah.
our like the tech stack at our company is like a very Java heavy one. Java plus Swift basically.
Yeah.
For iOS.
Yeah, so you're using Kotlin for
Ain't
Android?
nobody got time for that.
Nice.
Android and like when you unify iOS and Android operations, they use Kotlin for that.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously Python's going to be a major part of it now that the data team's being built out because data people do not know Java outside of data engineers.
Yeah.
Dart for Flatter. What does Dart do again?
Dart is Flutter. Like Flutter's a great mobile framework. It's like React Native, but it's in Dart, right? I like React Native better just because it's in JavaScript, right? And I know JavaScript. And
Right.
Dart is just like a whole new. Even though Dart's like Python in that way, Dart's really easy to learn too.
Is Kotlin and Swift similar? Probably not, right?
They're similar in the fact that they're both fairly functional. Right, they're both like mostly functional languages, functional-oriented languages, right? But aside from that, they're fairly different, right? Because they're based off of different, they compile to different things, like for sure.
Java also cool. Yeah, so we use Kotlin for Android development, and then when you combine Android and like iOS functions, it's done in Kotlin. So. Wait, what do you guys use instead of Spark then, Mickey?
We maxed out
Oh, what a finish.
But again, they're probably making the customer like a billion. And there's also this weird one, it's like
100,000 coming soon. Let's see.
Damn right.
I was hoping for this
100K.
weekend, but probably not.
100K.
Yo, I want to hit it this weekend. How long does it take to get the statue? I mean, the plaque probably takes a while, right?
Mine took like a couple weeks.
Ah, okay, because I want to throw a party when I have the plaque. So I have to wait a couple weeks, I guess.
I want to eat off of mine like a plate.
Oh, 100%.
We should all do that. That's the next one. We bring our plaque.
Eat off.
Like freaking
Tina, did you get your plate?
The
Your
plaque, the
YouTube plaque.
100K.
Did it come in the mail?
Oh yeah.
You gotta like fill in.
Did you unwrap it?
No.
You just
You
left.
just left it in the box, dude?
I don't know. I don't know what to do with it.
So you left it in the box.
You eat off of it like a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a plate.
So what is
You could use it as a
ETL?
mirror.
ETL stands for extract, transform, and load.
It distorts the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I
What are ETLs? Yeah, it's a pipeline.
Really?
I didn't even. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what should I do with it? Just like put it there?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, flex on people.
Flex on people, dude. It's like the verified button.
Yeah.
Right? Or
Oh, that's true. I guess.
My
I'll-
niece
Are you verified yet?
Yeah.
You like?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't verify it. I was like at 350K.
Yeah. We had to get her verified at my house.
Oh, I
I was like, Tina, we need to get you verified.
Oh, I know, because it was also you guys that got me to get the thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The
thing?
the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do like an actual. If I ever reach 1 million, then I've got to reach 1 million.
When you.
when, Tina? It's a
Hey,
when.
You're on that explosive growth curve, honestly.
Well, I feel like once you I feel like the most creators I've seen like do stall out around like 600, 700, and like kind of see like a stall.
Yeah.
Unless you have
Maybe.
unless you hit a new trend, you almost
Right.
have to like find a new trend.
You have to like keep. I feel like you really do need to keep reinventing yourself. Like if you stick with the
Right.
Like there's some
Like
people who are
CoffeeZilla
just,
has done really well.
But
just
he's like riding right now.
Yeah, no, he rides every trend though.
He's like
in a
he
good way.
has
In a good way.
reinvented himself. Like obviously he's still in the same vein, but like he started like his first stuff was like Janlock and like very specific targeted things. And
Like
then,
gurus, yeah.
Yeah, and then like he switched over to like kind of it's still scams, but like I feel like it's a different still scams, but like a different like,
scams, but
and now it's like crypto scams. Yeah.
Okay, so
every guru is involved.
ETL. ETL stands for extract.
ELT.
Wait, actually, yeah. Can someone explain like what is the actual difference between? It's just the order of operations, right?
It is the order of operations. Basically, you're just pushing.
Wait,
off-
Ben.
Oh God.
Yeah, Ben, you got to get in the frame.
Ben is the Seattle
Where
data
are
guy and
those?
knows
We got the
everything that's
Seattle.
going
We
on.
got
Where
some
am
more
I?
fame in the frame.
Oh God.
You gotta dip down with some. Now we can talk about ETLs, right?
Okay, what is ETL? What is ELT? What's the difference?
I mean, like you said, it's just the order. Mostly it's the order of operations, and what I usually tell people is like you're just pushing off pain for later with ELT versus ETL. At some point, you have to do some sort of transformation to either integrate data, transform data, kind of bring it together, add the business logic to it so it makes sense for analysts. ELT kind of lets you often people often load it into like S3 or something.
Like
or some
the
sort
rawest form, right? They just take ELTs like take the absolute rawest data and always save it, so that like if you want to change your transform logic, you don't lose anything, right? And then you can like reprocess it later, right? And, yeah. They both have pros and cons though, because that can also be like a waste too, right? Because like a lot of times like you're not gonna have anything extra really, so
Yeah, and I think like the one thing like sometimes the reason I maybe don't always like ETL is like because it'll obfuscate the logic into the code and you'll lose kind of maybe some of the data as you're going forward. But again, like I think some people think like, oh, ELT is cheaper. It's like you always still have to do the transform at some point. Either it's gonna happen. So yeah, but I do like storing as whatever data you can, since storage is pretty cheap, as long as you're not a massive company like Airbnb, who's probably blasting data into their storage. But for most companies, storage is cheap, so it's like, yeah, ELT works, and then you can just get to it when you get to it. Because that's always a problem. It's like data scientists want to look at data. Maybe you don't have time to build a pipeline for everything, so you let them kind of like look at what data they want, and then maybe in the future they're like, hey, can you build a pipeline out of this? So that's the one other advantage. So just order of operations mostly.
ETL, ELT, it's fun stuff. Join the club. Data engineering.
And the Seattle
Data
data.
engineering, where it's at.
I find in lives I say a lot of the same stuff over again, and I hate repeating myself. That's why
I don't like hearing
Some people love that.
What? People love repetitive stuff?
They do.
On live.
Oh, online. Oh, yeah.
they might, but I do not.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a good point.
Wait, so okay, Mickey, how would you respond to using something like Dask or another like lazy loader?
Okay, so but the problem is that Dask is still a bunch of
You gotta jump.
The problem is Dask is still a bunch of pandas data frames like stacked on top of each other, and the biggest reason why pandas is not performant is because it loads everything in memory, and so ideally you want to write pipelines in as close to Python or Scala or what have you as possible. And if you do want to use like data processing libraries, you want to unfortunately try to avoid ones that are very popular with data scientists, because at the end of the day, like there is a very specific reason for why the libraries are designed as they work.
I'm
All right, everyone.
out of the running for $1 million.
Mickey killed it!
Mickey killed it.
Yeah, Mickey!
Tina killed it.
Tina!
Ben killed it.
Killing it!
Keith killed it. Hunter killed it.
There we go. Oh, we got the lights on now! What is going on?
The party's just started!
And we're gonna end this right now.
Yeah.
It's not plugged in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Okay.
everybody.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much for look. Honestly, we're basically at 100K. Thank you guys so much for like all the support you've given me over the year, and it's really crazy because I've been watching YouTube like basically like every single day of my life since I was 10 years old, and so it's really just cool to see that I have you know, like the ability to actually like show people cool stuff on YouTube. No, I think 10 years. I would have been. That was 12 years. Oh, that was 17 years ago.
Woo.
Wow. Is YouTube 17 years old? Maybe I was 15. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Ryan Higa. So.
I remember right here.
And now that Alex Analyst left,
I
I'm gonna
quite
say that
enjoy
Shashank
the new Smosh.
Calamity is
Like,
my favorite.
I think it's
data
funny.
analyst
I love
YouTuber.
sketch.
Yo, let's
Smosh is
go.
fire, dude.
So
All right,
if you're
guys.
not subscribed, subscribe.
Subscribe. Data with Zach.
All right, see you guys.
See.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Bright data.
Ah!